the Girl Means Business podcast. I'm your host, Kendra Swalls. Over the last few years, I have built a business that allowed me to quit my 9-to-5, spend more time with the ones that I love, and live my best life. Now, I'm sharing everything I learned along the way with you. Each week, my guest and I will share actionable tips, tangible advice, and honest conversations to help you build your dream business. So get ready to take notes and put in the work, because this girl means business. Hey guys, welcome to another wonderful week at the Girl Means Business podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as a quick reminder, if you have not hit the little subscribe button, make sure you do that. I want to make sure you are getting notified every time a new episode goes live. Also, if you have not left a review for the show, I would love for you to leave me a quick review. This lets me know what you're loving about the show, what you want to see more of, and if there's anything you want to hear less of. It also lets new listeners know what they're getting into when they click on that little icon in iTunes. So if you have not left a review, hit pause for just a second, make sure you come back, but hit pause for just a second and then go leave me a quick review over on iTunes. All right, guys, today we are talking all about lead magnets. Now, you might be asking yourself, what exactly is a lead magnet? Well, if you go back and listen to episode 19, you will hear me talking all about email marketing and how to get started with email marketing. And one of the things I talked about in that episode was creating a lead magnet. Basically, a lead magnet is anything of value that you are exchanging in return for someone's contact information. So usually you're looking to get their email address so that you can add them to your email marketing list. Now, the most common lead magnets you've probably seen and have fallen victim to are the ones that tell you to save 10 or 15% off your next order. So when you go to websites such as The Gap or Old Navy or Sephora, they're going to have a pop-up screen that comes up when you land on their page, offering to give you a discount on your purchase in exchange for your email address. Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking right now, oh, I hate those pop-ups. And I get it. I don't always love them either. But sometimes the value they're offering is just too good to resist. And I always end up putting in my email address and then I end up on their email list. Now, here's the thing. As much as you can roll your eyes and say that you don't like those pop-ups and you don't like giving your email address, take a look at your email inbox. How many times have you opted into someone else's lead magnet? I bet you have something in your inbox right now from some retailer or service provider that you just can't unsubscribe from because you keep telling yourself, someday I might need this. For me, it's usually shopping websites. I've got 2 little kids, so I get emails from Justice and Children's Place and Oshkosh and Gap Kids and all these different places where I shop for my children because I know the next time I go into that store, I want to have their latest discount code or coupon in my inbox. Several years ago, it was as simple as putting a pop-up on your website and saying, hey, sign up for my newsletter. And people were willing to give their email address to get that newsletter to hear from you more often. But these days, people are holding tight to their email addresses because we all have that inbox that is flooded every morning with tons and tons of junk email that we have somehow subscribed to. So these days, if you want people to hand over their email address to you, you have to be willing to give them something of value. If you go back and listen to episode 8, I talk about my number 1 marketing tip, and that is to offer your clients value every chance you can get. And it all starts up front with the first time they get in touch with you, the first time they come across your name, your website, your landing page, whatever it might be. If you are immediately offering to give them something of value, they're going to be willing to hand over that valuable email address that they hold so near and dear in order to hear from you again. So I know what you might be thinking right about now. Okay, Kendra, this all sounds really great, but where do I begin? How do I come up with a lead magnet. I can't offer a 10% discount because that's not how my business works. Or I don't have something free I can give to potential clients. So today I'm going to walk you through the 5 steps to creating your lead magnet from scratch, as well as some examples of lead magnets that have worked really well for myself and other successful business owners. So if you're ready, let's jump in and get started talking all about building out your first lead magnet. So step 1 is to really define your ideal client avatar. I know you've heard me say this so many times. And in fact, there's a whole episode in episode 2 where I talk about how to narrow down your ideal client. But guys, I say it over and over and over again because it is so important to really know who it is that you are targeting. And when it comes to your lead magnet, knowing who you're targeting is going to help you decide what it is that they're going to want to hear about. When you really know your ideal client inside and out, then you're not having to guess about what it is that they need or want. You already know what they need or want. And here's the great thing, guys. Your lead magnet does not have to directly relate to your business. You want it to appeal to your ideal client so that they will want to hear from you more. Now, I'm not saying that if you're a photographer, go off and offer health and fitness advice. But if you can find a way to connect with your ideal client and offer them something of value that you already know is important to them, that they need or they want, that can also connect to the offer that you provide, the service, the product you can provide, then you are going to have the perfect lead magnet. But it all goes back to really knowing that ideal client. So make sure if you have not already created an ideal client avatar, go back and listen to episode 2 so that you know that you're creating something that he or she is going to really want and need and be ready to hand over their email address in exchange for. Okay, step 2. Once you know who your ideal client is, now you have to identify your value proposition. This is what is it that you have to offer your ideal client. So when you know your ideal client really well, you know what they want or need, and now you know how to give it to them. So a perfect example is, let's say that you are a personal trainer and you know that your ideal client is a busy mom who doesn't have a ton of time to go home and cook super healthy meals for her family every night. So you can create a lead magnet that gives them 5 easy weeknight meals that are perfectly healthy for your family. It doesn't have to be a huge give. It can be a 1-page PDF. And we're going to get into what your lead magnet looks like a little further into this episode, but I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. You can give a lot of value in something very small. I can't tell you how many times I have signed in or opted into someone's email list just to receive something as simple as a 1-page PDF. Or it could have even been a short video tutorial. There's so many things that I've opted into because it offered me value, but it wasn't anything huge. It wasn't necessarily a giant ebook or an entire mini course on something. Don't worry about making it this big value. Just make sure you're making it something that they need or want and that they can get results from. You want to make sure what you're offering in your lead magnet is something that is not going to overwhelm your potential client. So keep it simple. Like I keep coming back to the idea of the 1-page PDF or the 2-page PDF. Guys, I cannot tell you how many lead magnets I see that are just a simple PDF. It might be just those 5 quick little recipes with a cover image. It might be a video tutorial with you showing them how to make your go-to weeknight dinner. Or it could be a workout video that you give them. Or it could be tips on how to create a breakfast smoothie using what you already have in your pantry. There are so many ways that you can create something of value that your clients are going to want. And then the key is to get them to opt in and then follow up with more value through your connection with them later on. So again, just make sure you're not letting yourself get stuck in this spot. I know this is a place where a lot of people get really, really stuck. And if you listen to last week's episode where I talk about overcoming perfection in your business, this is where I see it happen a lot. People get really caught up in what they can offer of value that they feel like is going to be worthy of sharing with somebody, and they try to make it into something bigger than it needs to be. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be really, really simple. I was working with a newborn photographer for a while doing mentoring, and she was struggling to come up with a value to give her ideal client profile. Her ideal client is obviously a new mom who is pregnant for the first time and excited and nervous and figuring it out as she goes. So my idea for her was to create just a checklist. What are the things that you really need to have in your hospital bag when you get ready to go into labor? Or what are the things that you need to make sure you have in your nursery when you bring the baby home? It wasn't anything crazy in depth. It was literally a one-page checklist of the items that you need to have in your hospital bag, or the items you need to have in your nursery when you bring the baby home. It takes 10 minutes to create in Canva, and it's nothing super in depth, but it's something that your ideal client will really find value in. So again, don't let this step bog you down. Don't let this step overwhelm you. One of the best ways to really get narrowed down in your value proposition, what you can offer, is to brainstorm. Just grab a notebook and start writing down ideas. What are some things that your ideal client needs that can relate back to your business in some form or fashion? Again, it needs to tie into your business in some way. So with the newborn photographer, offering advice to new moms makes sense because she is part of the new mom process. Getting newborn photos of your baby and photos of your new family as a family of 3 instead of 2, that's part of the process. So she is starting out with capturing these potential clients early on by helping them through the journey of pregnancy. So it needs to relate back to your business, but it also needs to meet your clients where they are now. That newborn photographer wouldn't want to have an opt-in that is 5 things to bring to your newborn session when she's targeting women who are newly pregnant because they're not in that mindset yet. So make sure when you're brainstorming ideas of how you can offer value to your potential clients that you're offering something that meets their needs where they are right now. Now, secondly, you want to make sure that your lead magnet, your value proposition, gives them something that they can take in or accomplish quickly. So offering a 20-page PDF might not be the best option because a lot of times people want to consume things quickly. They don't want to spend a ton of time digging through content and information. So keep your lead magnet idea short and sweet. If you're doing a PDF, keep it to just 3 or 4 pages max. If you're doing a video, keep it to 5 or 10 minutes. Make sure that it's something that your potential client can see quick results in. So if you're offering to help them with something, make sure it's something that they can do and find success in quickly. So if you're offering them those 5 meal plans that you can do on an easy weeknight meal, make sure that you're offering recipes they can use with ingredients they might already have in their house. You want to make sure that they are able to get value and results quickly because that's going to let them know that you can help them reach a point that they are trying to get to quickly and easily, and they're going to come back to you expecting you to help them again. And that's the whole goal. You want them to want to come back to you. All right, moving on to step 3. So step 3 is to name your lead magnet. Now, this might seem like a really simple step that you just kind of breeze past, but naming your lead magnet is really important. You want to make sure the name you give it lets potential clients know what they can expect from that lead magnet, but you also want it to be catchy, something that they're going to want to pay attention to because it catches their attention. So go back to that brainstorming idea and try to come up with a couple of different names that you feel like really get the point across of what your lead magnet is offering, but is also going to be attention grabbing. And I love taking this to social media. So if you have narrowed it down to 2 or 3 different titles, go to social media and ask people which one they prefer. If you're not ready to put it out there for the masses, go into Facebook groups. You can even head over to the Girl Means Business Facebook group and ask for our opinions. We're more than happy to give you our feedback. Getting feedback from other people that are business owners as well kind of gives you a different perspective. Sometimes you'll find that the title you thought was really great, other people didn't like as much. They didn't understand it. They didn't know what it was offering. And the title that you didn't think was quite so wonderful, they all love. So you never know what you're going to get, but it's always nice to get outside of our own little minds and outside of our own bubbles and ask for feedback. So don't be afraid to take your title ideas and get other people's opinions. Hey guys, we're going to take a really quick break to talk about one of our amazing sponsors, ConvertKit. Since we're talking all about lead magnets and email marketing, ConvertKit is your all-in-one email marketing platform. It allows you to really easily keep track of all of your email clients. You can even segment them into different lists. So you're not just sending out emails to everybody on your list. You can pick and choose who you want to send your information to. You can also tag your email clients with different tags, letting ConvertKit know why they've signed up, what they have, what purpose they serve in your business. So for me personally, I have a million different tags set up because I have tons of people coming into my email list from all different places. It allows me to see which emails are opting in from different lead magnets that I've created. Or when I go to an event, I can collect email addresses of those events and I can tag them that they came from that specific event. And then I can reach out to just the people that have that tag. It makes email marketing so simple and easy to use. I also love that ConvertKit allows you to create landing pages within their program. So no more having to go and create a separate page on your website or use a different program to create a landing page. So if you're creating a lead magnet and you want to send a potential client to a page completely devoted to the content within that lead magnet, you can do that right inside ConvertKit. It allows you to create beautiful landing pages so easily. You can just drag and drop the information, and it will take the information your potential clients enter and put them directly into your email marketing list. It is so incredibly simple. I cannot promote it enough. So if you're interested in trying ConvertKit completely free, head over to bit.ly/GMB ConvertKit. You can also head over to today's show notes at girlmeansbusiness.com/episode 29, and I'll have the link right there for you. I promise if you are wanting to really get into email marketing, ConvertKit is the way to go. So head over to bit.ly/GMB ConvertKit or today's show notes at girlmeansbusiness.com/episode 29 and check it out for yourself. I promise you won't regret it. All right, guys, let's get back to today's show.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you've been listening to the Girl Means Business podcast for any amount of time, then you know my love of email marketing runs deep. Not only is it a great way to generate new leads, but it's one of the most effective methods for nurturing warm leads and turning them into sales. Now, over the years, I've tested several email platforms, and my favorite by far is Flowdesk. Not only do they make email marketing simple and easy, even for the technically challenged, but they have everything you need to create stunning emails, capture leads, make sales, and automate the entire process, giving you time back in your busy day. And the cherry on top is you're only charged one flat fee no matter how many subscribers you have. So while other platforms will increase your price when you go over your pricing tier limit, Flowdesk has no price increases or hidden fees. If you're ready to give Flowdesk a try, click the link below in the show notes to save 50% off your first year. Let Flowdesk help you design emails people will love. Click the link below and check it out. I have a feeling you're going to love it just as much as I do. All right, guys, step 4. So now that you have come up with an idea for your lead magnet, you've given it an amazing title, Let's talk about what type of lead magnet you're going to offer. I know we've already gone over some of the different types and examples in here, but I want to make sure that you know there are all the options so that you can choose the type of lead magnet that's right for your business. A couple things to remember or keep in mind when you're creating the type of lead magnet you want to offer is one, you want to keep it simple. If it's overly complicated or too confusing, then it defeats the purpose. If no one knows what you're saying, they won't be able to appreciate it. So keep it simple, concise, and packed with value. Secondly, you want to focus on your strengths. So if you're a great writer, then creating a PDF or writing a small ebook would probably be your best format. But if you're not so great at writing, maybe you're better in front of the camera, you could go with a video tutorial. And you want to make sure that you are giving your clients something that they can take value from as quickly as possible. You want to give them quick wins because that lets them know that you have something of value that's going to help them and they're going to want to come back for more. So the options for creating a lead magnet are pretty much limitless. If you can create it and come up with it and people are going to want it, then do it. But here are a couple of the most popular lead magnet formats to give you kind of a starting guide, a starting point, or some ideas of what you can start creating. So the first one, and one of the most popular ones, is a guide or a report of some kind. So this typically falls into the latest trends in your industry or a guide on how to accomplish something. So you could create a guide on how to create the perfect fall look using the makeup palettes that you have. Or you could create a report on what are the latest trends in the photography industry coming up. The next option is a cheat sheet or a checklist of some kind. So this is similar to what I said earlier where I was talking about the newborn photographer that created a checklist of items that you need in your hospital bag. Or you could create a checklist about what foods do you need to have in your house in order to create healthy meals for your family. Now, the third option is a toolkit of some kind or a resource list. This is where you're providing resources and tools that your potential client can use to do something within their life. So for me, I have one that I offer that is the top resources to building a business. The things that you really need, the resources you can use to start your business today. The next option is a video training. So video trainings are really good where you are doing demonstrations of some kind. So if you are teaching someone how to create the perfect date night makeup look in less than 5 minutes, then a video tutorial is going to be really helpful. They can see it in real time. If you are showing somebody how to assemble something or how to cook a meal and you want to demonstrate it and talk it through as you go, then a video is great for you. If you're someone who loves to be on camera or you just feel like the topic or the value that you're offering requires a little more in-depth instruction, then a video is a great option. And keep in mind, guys, videos don't have to show your face. There are tons of video tutorials out there that just show images or slides or PowerPoint presentations. So don't let the idea of a video training scare you off before you really think really in depth about what you can offer through video tutorials. All right, the next option you can choose is one you've probably seen a lot and have also given in your email address to, and that is the free trial, the try it before you buy it option. With the Business Box, which is the monthly subscription service I've created through Girl Means Business website, I offer a 30-day free trial. So because it's a monthly subscription service, I wanted people to have a chance to try the first month free, see what it is that they're getting before they decide if it's a good fit for them or not. And side note, shameless plug here, if you have not checked out the Business Box, head over to girlmeansbusiness.com/business box and check it out for yourself. But guys, I bet that you have tried the free trial at some point in your business. There are tons and tons of websites that offer a free trial. Most online programs and platforms are going to offer a 14-day free trial. It allows you to get into your account, start playing around with the features they offer, and decide if it's something that you feel like is a good fit for your business or your life. It's also a great way for them to get in touch with you. They want to make sure that you are getting as much value in those 14 days as possible to make sure that you want to stick around. So if you're offering a service that allows you to give your potential clients a try before you buy option, that's a great way to get them into your service or your business, offer them tons of value so that they want to stick around. All right, the next one is a hugely popular one, and that is the discount. We talked about this earlier in the episode where you go to a shopping website and the first thing that pops up is enter your email address for 10% off your purchase. If you are able to offer a discount of any kind on a product or a service, it's a really easy way to get people to give you their information. Everybody loves a good discount, especially if they were already planning to purchase something on your site. It's also a great way to get return clients because a lot of times, and myself included in this, I will go to a website and start looking around. I will have signed up for their 10% discount, and then I get distracted and I leave. But I am now on their email list and I can get emails from them reminding me that I have my 10% discount code to use. So I'm more likely to go back to their website and use that discount code than I would to try to remember what website I was on, what I was looking at, or I may have just forgotten about it completely altogether. So if you can offer even a small discount, that's a great option for a lead magnet. Now, the last one is to offer a quiz or a survey of some kind, something that is going to show them some kind of result they want to know. Two great examples of this. One is the Enneagram test. If you follow me on social media, you know that I'm kind of obsessed with the Enneagram. I'm an Enneagram 7, and I talk a lot about just how much that it relates to me as a person and who I am with my personality and just in life in general. So in order to find out my Enneagram number, I had to go online and take an assessment. Most of the assessments you'll find are going to offer a free assessment, but you have to give them your email address in order to get your results. And then they'll follow up with you and give you tons of value and information after that through their emails. Another one is if you follow Jenna Kutcher, she has a quiz that she offers that's called What's Your Secret Sauce? It's a little assessment that you can take that gives you feedback on what are your strengths and how can you use that to grow your business. It's a really genius idea. And if you are willing to dedicate the time and energy into creating an assessment or a quiz of some kind that offers your potential clients some really great feedback and value, it's a really fun way to get people interested in sharing their information with you. All right, guys, so those are 7 different types of lead magnets. And if you go and you search online or you go to Google and you type in lead magnets, you're going to get tons of websites that give you some great examples. So if you're still feeling stuck on what type of lead magnet to create, then I suggest either heading over to our Facebook group, asking for your help and feedback, or do a quick Google search and see if you can find what other people in your industry are doing and find a way to make it your own. Again, I never want to feel like you need to copy what somebody else is doing, but if somebody else in your industry is using a lead magnet that's working for them, find a way to take what they're doing, make it your own, and make it even better. All right, guys, so we are on our last step, step 5, and that is to actually create and deliver your lead magnet. So I feel like the best way to explain this next step is to walk you through how I created and now deliver a lead magnet to my potential brides. So in my photography business, I cater to brides a lot. That's what I shoot a lot of as weddings. So I thought that it'd be interesting to kind of walk you through the creation process of the lead magnet I created for my potential brides. So since my potential brides obviously are planning a wedding and weddings can be stressful, I created a lead magnet that was a stress-free wedding planning guide. So what it is it's a PDF about 5 pages long that walks them through tips and ideas for how to create their dream wedding without all of the stress that comes with wedding planning. It's nothing super in-depth. It's nothing super crazy. So to create that lead magnet, I used the program Canva. Now, if you've listened to this show, you know my love for Canva runs deep. It's one of the best websites I have discovered. It's free. You can purchase a pro plan, but you don't have to. It's completely free to create. There are stock images you can use. They have done for you templates. It's amazing. That's where I've created all of my lead magnets. So to create the wedding planning guide, I went into Canva and I selected the magazine template. It's either magazine or document. They've changed the name on it. It's one of the two. But a lot of times what the documents have is they'll have magazine templates where you have 5 or 6 pages you can use that are similar in style. So you'll have like a cover and then you'll have 4 or 5 sort of inside pages that you can customize and create the way you want. So I started off with creating kind of a cover page. I used my wedding photos, I put my title across the top, and I create at the bottom, I put who it was created by. So I put Paisley Lane Photography at the bottom. So when they download their free guide, they know it's coming from my business. Then in the inside, I created 4 or 5 pages with all the wedding planning tips using images from sessions and weddings I had done, and then added my contact info at the end. I saved it and I downloaded it as a PDF document. So when you open it up on your laptop, it looks just like a PDF document where you can scroll through the pages.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey photographers, are you ready to make 2024 your best year yet? Growing a business is tough. You're following all the successful photographers and experts, soaking up their best advice and downloading all their free guides, trying to replicate their success only to come up lacking, blaming yourself when their methods don't work for you. But the truth is, it isn't you. Free content and one-size-fits-all courses can only get you so far. What you need is personalized help and guidance, but that can get expensive. Well, not anymore. I've created the perfect solution to get you personalized results for less than $2 a day. Introducing the Focus Photographer Lab, a one-of-a-kind coaching membership that gets you one-on-one results for a fraction of the cost of traditional coaching. Inside the lab, you'll find the 3 C's to success: classes, coaching, and community. With classes, you gain access to a treasure trove of pre-recorded trainings and invaluable resources. With coaching, you get monthly live trainings and Q&A sessions, along with my favorite part, the weekly one-on-one office hours, where we get to address your unique questions and challenges. And then there's the community, where you get to connect with an amazing group of talented female photographers who share your passion, supporting each other and inspiring each other to greatness. The best part is it doesn't come with an expensive one-on-one coaching price tag. You get all of that for just $47 a month. You can even try it for free for 14 days to make sure it's a good fit for you. And there is no contract and no obligation. You can cancel at any time. So what are you waiting for? Head down to the show notes and click the link to learn more and get signed up today. And let's make 2024 our best year yet. Okay, so creating the lead magnet itself is not that difficult. If you're doing any kind of PDF guide, then Canva is for you. If you're doing a video tutorial, you can use something like YouTube or even a QuickTime video on a web page. If you're doing a quiz or assessment or a discount code, then you create those within your company website. The difficult part comes when you're wanting to figure out how to deliver this to your potential clients. So those of you that are not super tech savvy, this is where I'm sure your brains are spinning going, okay, so does that mean every time someone opts into my lead magnet, I have to manually send them the lead magnet, the freebie? No. What you need to do is you need to sign up for an email marketing program. You heard me earlier in the episode talk about ConvertKit, and I cannot say enough good things about ConvertKit. I was previously using a different email marketing company because it was free. And when I realized it just wasn't doing what I needed and I wasn't able to use my lead magnet the way I wanted to, I switched to ConvertKit and I've never been happier. So the way these email marketing programs work is you're able to create your lead magnet landing page within the email marketing website. So for me, I go to ConvertKit, I create a landing page or a pop-up box, and I put all the information about what the lead magnet is, what it's going to do for my clients. I can add photos, and then it gives me a place to collect names and emails. I publish it, and I share that link on social media, on my website, wherever I want to share it. Now, when someone goes to that landing page or that pop-up shows up on my website and they enter their information, the information is automatically sent to my ConvertKit email list. It gives that user a tag and it puts them in a certain category within my email list. So I now know that they are a potential bride who is on my list because they downloaded the Stress-Free Wedding Planning Guide. I have a series of emails that go out to them after that. But the nice thing is ConvertKit does all the work for me. So I don't have to worry about remembering who I've sent the free page to or who I've given the guide to already. As soon as they enter their email address, they immediately get an email in their inbox that says, here is your free stress-free wedding planning guide. They have a download link, they can click it, and it downloads the PDF right to their device or computer. So simple. It also allows me to create automated emails that will go out to them for the next couple of weeks with tips on how to get ready for their wedding, blog posts that I'm going to send them to, pricing guides for my photography information. And this is how I get a lot of my wedding clients. What I've done is they have gone through the entire lead magnet process. They saw a free download for a stress-free wedding planning guide. They clicked on it. They entered their name and email. That name and email went into my email marketing website, where they were then sent an email with their free guide. Over the next 4 weeks, they're automatically receiving emails from me with valuable information and helpful tips. Now, when they start thinking about a wedding photographer, they're going to go back and see how much value I've given them, and they're going to want to hire me as their wedding photographer. All of this is done automatically. It's set it up once, and then you don't have to think about it again. That is the greatness of a lead magnet and combined with a good email marketing platform. It's set it and forget it. Once it's done and it's out there, all you have to do is keep marketing that free download link. So posting to your social media once every week or two, sharing it on your website, putting it in blog posts. At the end of every blog post, have a link for them to download whatever the free is that you're giving them. Don't be afraid to share your opt-in, your lead-in, your lead magnet everywhere you possibly can and as often as you can. I know sometimes it can feel like you're being obnoxious or overbearing or you're sharing it too much, but guys, you're not. People don't always see it. Or they see it and they don't realize they need it until they've seen it 3 or 4 times. Think about how many times you scrolled through your Facebook feed and you've seen the same ad pop up, but you don't pay attention to it until it's the 3rd time you've seen it. So make sure you are putting it out there as many different times and ways that you can. All right, so let's do a quick review of what it is you need to do to start designing your first lead magnet. Step 1 was to define your ideal client. Make sure you know who you want your lead magnet to attract and appeal to. 2 was to identify your value proposition. What is it that you are offering to them? What promise are you giving them? Step 3 was to give your lead magnet a really good, catchy name that grabs their attention and lets them know what they're getting in your lead magnet. Step 4 was to choose what type of lead magnet you're going to offer. Remember to keep it simple and focus on your strengths. You want your potential clients to get quick wins. You want the lead magnet that you offer them to give them something right away so that they know they can trust you and want to come back to you again. And finally, create and deliver your lead magnet. I cannot stress this enough, guys, and I'm not trying to push this on you too much, but having the right email marketing platform is going to make this whole lead magnet idea so much easier. It's kind of the key piece that ties it all together because you can create a really great lead magnet, but if you're not able to deliver it easily, quickly, and reliably, if that's a word, then it's not going to work. So make sure you find a platform that works for you and makes it really easy for you to get that lead magnet into the hands of your potential clients. All right, guys, that does it for this week's episode. I can't wait to see what amazing lead magnets you've created for your clients. I would love for you to head over to the Girl Means Business Facebook page and share them with us there. Let us help each other out, cheer each other on, and you might find some people to network with. You might find someone that's willing to share your lead magnet and you can share theirs as well. All right, guys, have a wonderful week. I will see you back here next week, same time, same place. If you loved today's episode, don't forget to click the subscribe button so you never miss when a new episode goes live. Then head over to iTunes and leave a quick review to let other people know just how much you loved it. Thanks, ladies. See you next week. If you loved today's episode, don't forget to click the subscribe button so you never miss when a new episode goes live. Then head over to iTunes and leave a quick review to let other people know just how much you loved it. Thanks, ladies. See you next week.